Okay guys, I am going to make a one-page journal. And what I did is I had this rainbow design paper and it needed a design on the other side. So I added stencil designs and then I added stencil designs around the edges. So this is what I wound up with. And because I didn't have that many pages of the rainbow, I took a couple of pages from my, what is that? Sketchbook paper. And folded it in half and put those in. Those are for really quick journal making. Is okay? So one of the things that we look at when we're doing this is for the one-page journal. What would happen is we would fold this up. We'd fold this up, and this would be the bottom of the journal. And then this would be pockets at the bottom. And if you watch the video by, gee, what is her name now? What is her name? Oh no, what's her name? So I'm just going to draw myself a line here. And we're just going to cut this little bit out here. Try to make them the same. And then we're going to fold that up. I'm going to go right to that fold, okay? This is a really quick journal to make. I'm going to change it just slightly because I've made these before, and the only issue with it is this is one cardstock, one kind of heavy-ish paper, but it's not that strong, right? So what I want to do is I found these envelopes, and I think I can fit this envelope in here, and it has to fit in where the fold is. Okay. And it's going to be just slightly too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to take, I don't want this cardboard on it. I might just have to cut that off. I want this to be a pocket on the top of both sides. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just cut that off. Let's just cut this off. I don't need that thickness. This is the way this big pocket came out of. I wound up with a huge book just of pockets. So now we're going to do the same thing on this side as we did on the other side. This is quite large actually. So that's 12. So this is about 6 here. So we're just going to give ourselves another part that's going to be the top of the envelope. So when you fold this in half, it's going to go in here, and we're going to have two pockets. So now what I want to do is I want to make each side smaller. So I'm just going to take off some of this because it's a little bit big. to this side as well. And it has a bit of a fold there that's making it a little bit thick. And then we'll close that. But now when I put this inside, I think I have a bit of a watermark there. Let's do it on this side. When I put this in, and we need the bottom done too. Try to be straight. Let's get that pocket back in there. So now when I put this back in, fold it in half. I'm going to make this just slightly stronger than it was. I don't think I cut enough off, actually. Did I? It would help if we measured, but that's pretty much not how I do it. I'll trim it off after. Okay, so that's going to be like that. So then when we close it and I tie it in, we're going to have a stronger spine. Okay, so this is going to be a pocket and this is going to be a pocket. And it's going to be slightly shorter than that. Okay, so let's get this in first. It's going to be attached right into the journal. And that's going to strengthen our spine there. Okay. Now let's get these things cut back. There. Now we can join this back up here. For that side of the pocket. And we'll do this one on this side for that side of the pocket. Okay, so now we have our papers. They are going in here. I'm just going to do some measuring here. Actually, you know what? I like this look for the center. Let's move that into the center. That cool rainbow looks super awesome there. Let me turn this around. So I just added these stencil designs because I only had one design, which was a rainbow, and it was only on the one side. So because I moved the outside one to the inside, it's a little bit longer. So you got to take that off. Trim it down, I mean. There we go. So I don't think we have enough on here. So we're just going to mark this. Pretty much, I think 3 works. And I'm going to keep it on the double thickness here, okay? So we're just going to go right here. Got to get it on the fold, okay? So that's about, help you out here and do some measuring maybe. It's almost 2 inches from the edge. So right about here, we're going to mark on our paper. We're going to center the paper and then we're going to mark on the paper. And then probably the halfway point here is 9.5. So 4 is 9, so this is probably about the center. So I'm going to take this. Oh, that was the bottom one that I wanted on there. So if you don't have a pocket, you could probably just use some paper and get some pockets. So the important part here is make sure you get this into the fold. Okay. I don't really have that many colors that'll match this, so let's just go with gray. It's okay if I get extra long because I use them for tags later or something. Whoops. My palm, I have a palm, half of a palm as my holder there, so let's get that back in there so I can find it next time. Oh, it's this one. I hate that when I can't find my ends. And I'm going to tie it on the inside just because I don't like them hanging out on the outside. So we don't have enough here. So it's okay. So I've got my rainbow. Oh, there we go. The rainbow should be up. There we go. Let's check and see where our rainbows are then. Yeah, that rainbow looks good. Not all of them are rainbows. That rainbow is good. Let's flip it all the way around to the rainbow on this one. There we go. Yeah, I like that rainbow. And I like that, yeah. By flipping it around, I may have lost my I think it's still good. And my hole is in the wrong place. How did I do that with my hole in the wrong place? I'm just going to measure it and puncture my hole anyways. It's so thin. The spine is so thin. This one should be okay though. These are super quick journals to fix. Where are you going there? There we go. I don't need that edge to be that long. Got way too much thread here. Let's put it back in there. So before we tie it, we just want to make sure we've got this where we want. This is hemp cord. It's super easy to use. It doesn't slide around. So this should be dry now. So now we have a super fun journal. And it does have a bit of a spine if you want to get it to be proper, but like I said, this paper is very thin, so I feel better now having that extra part of that in there. Makes it a little bit more substantial. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to train this envelope to fold where I want it to. I like them to close nicely. Let's do the other side. Absolutely must have a metal ruler for journal making. There we go. Fabulous. So I had this, which I really like. They followed that fragrant perfume. So I think I'm just going to make that one of the things to go into the pocket. So I'm just going to put this on a background. Oh, maybe not that one. This kind of first thing I did is used up my yellows on here. So this is a little bit too big for here, so I'm gonna have to trim it down just a little bit. So that's all we're gonna do. This is the Louise L. Heart. I'm totally gonna miss that book when I'm finished it because I always draw on it for elements. I love it so much. So this is a super girly one. So then we can do another one on this side. And I'm not sure if I'm even going to put a word on here. There you go. Simple. One signature journal.